Here we are at the upper flatlands of Universal Studios back lot, where we built a special set. So it's very impressive how our carpenters can build a brand new set and build them in a devastated way, which appears like an airplane has crashed into them. Obviously, the plane didn't crash into the homes. The plane was transferred over from an airplane graveyard in sections, complete, and then built and torn apart by a big bucket that stripped off the top to make it look like a crash. The plane was in fine condition, it was retired, but we needed to make it look like a crash. So it was delivered out here to the studio and then ripped apart, spread out by cranes along the wreckage of the homes that were built specifically for this set. It was a real work of art, and Universal took full advantage of it, Universal Tours, by not wanting it torn down after the show was completed and keeping it up and utilized often, obviously, for the Universal Halloween haunts. So they decorate this, they utilize this. This set is built right behind the Psycho House. So you'll see it in a couple angles here coming up. This is an example of all this wreckage. They had to make it look like a major plane crash. Now, this is not the first time Steven Spielberg's been here with a plane crash. In Amazing Stories, he had a plane crash on our industrial street. This is the interior of a house that Tom Cruise supposedly lived in. There's the Psycho House, by the way, the backside of the Psycho House. And so what's going to happen here in a scene is Tom Cruise is going to exit this house and grab Dakota Fanning, and they're going to head out of this catastrophe. But the whole lot is a catastrophe. You'll see where we go from here. So all this wreckage, this took weeks to get all put together properly. And you can see the wings, you can see everything. You've got a tail end of the plane, everything is everywhere. You got 4 engines on this set. You've got some good cars that had to be kind of destroyed that exist. So it had to all look real here. So we're just panning around, walking around, looking at this. So now there's our Mr. Steven Spielberg, just put on his headset, and he's thinking in his own mind how he's going to line up the shots here. Yeah, he's smoking a cigar as he usually does, and life is good. So we've got a stand-in. We've got Tom Cruise to stand in. Here's Steven uttering some commands. They're going to clear the set here. We're ready to roll. And when the director talks into that megaphone, people move, especially Steven Spielberg. And here we go. We're going to have some scenes here from the knighted Steven Spielberg. So what's really interesting also about this set, it's blocking another Steven Spielberg set, the reception area for Jurassic Park. The raptors, everything broke loose here and tormented this area before we built this set for Steven Spielberg, War of the Worlds. So right behind us is a reception area for Jurassic Park. Okay, I'm up at this high angle where the Beethoven films were made. So I'm up in the Beethoven compound overlooking the entire lot. And you can see base camp to the left, the fire smokes that we're trying to create. To the right will be the actual, through the trees, where they're filming primary unit of War of the Worlds. And what's interesting here is I'm talking to a gentleman that survived a plane crash. And how often does that ever happen? So We have a gentleman, only 27 people on board, only one person survived. So I want you to hear his story as he's telling me. That's really hard to believe stuff. And so as we conclude this video, you're getting a real live testimonial from someone that survived a plane crash, and you're getting the complete overview you never could have expected of the Universal lot from another set, because everything's a set, and we were up at the Beethoven houses looking down on this.
Propane heats up the kerosene, yeah.
I was going to say, that can't be rubber tire.
No, they got two different liquids. That's what the effects guys are telling me.
Now, I've been at a plane crash, dude. It ain't no fun.
You actually,
I lost 2 buddies.
you're kidding me.
Yep. Mid-air collision between a NASA and a PP Orion.
You gotta be kidding me. That's on, wow.
1972.
How many survivors?
1.
You're it, eh? Wow.
1 out of 27.
Did it change your life?
No, he was a vegetable. Part of his family.
No, but I mean, did it change your life?
Did it change my life?
Yeah, meaning,
I was already used to, I was in Vietnam.
oh, okay.
I was already used to the mayhem. You want to call it that.
Well, it wasn't your time. It still hasn't been your time. Fantastic.
No, I'm a combat photographer. That was my duty day. 24 hours. Everybody has to do their watch.
Uh-huh.
And as a photographer, you don't stand guard. You stand guard with your camera.
Right.
4 men I was doing.
Jeez Louise.
Yep.
So now we're moving over to the outskirts of this very large movie set. And as we go up into this log cabin last used in Shooter, where we actually blew the front off this building, and it's also obviously an interior-exterior building we use quite a bit on the back lot. As we go inside here, we're going to look down on these kerosene propane effects that they're doing, and what they're supposed to be simulating here is they wanted all the dark smoke in the background. We can't emphasize dark smoke enough. In these scenes, planes are falling out of the sky and crashing. So this is just to give the image of distant, more catastrophe around this city. So here we are. And we have wind effects going to blow the smoke towards the set. We can't get enough smoke. We were making LA a smoggy day that day. And this is from the windows and overlooking the backdrop, the Falls Lake. The basin is empty at this time. Spielberg's filmed up here. Everyone has. It's Pirates of the Caribbean area. And the base camp is up here because it's a large area to park. So the trailers adjacent to this smoke that you'll see all around is where all the equipment is set up. Across the street, at this moment, they're filming the plane crash scenes or the construction area, the demolition area. Well, folks, I really hope you enjoyed this this tour of a major film set at work and all that goes into it. So thank you very much, and you can follow me on Phantom of the Backlots on Facebook also, where you get the same stories, lots more pictures. Here we go. Thank you much.